Yo, it's Yami, and this is my Audi R8, or should I say Audi TT. This is the beginning of my series where I'm going to be transforming my Audi TT into an Audi R8. RamAir have been kind enough to sponsor this first episode with one of their air intakes. So let's get ready to install this. Let's dig in. What have we got here? I have no idea what I'm looking at. Now let's go install this RamAir intake. RamAir Intake. Let's install it. This is my Audi TT. I bought this car when I was 19, which might have been a little bit of a bad financial decision. However, we are going to be making more bad financial decisions by modding the hell out of this thing. I'm talking maximum body kit, lowering kit, tints, air intake, the whole lot. My dream was to own an Audi R8. I'm broke, so let's make a mini R8. Before we install the kit, let's see how fast the TT goes stock. Speed test. Jesus, that's nice. Let's see what we got. 4.7 seconds. Not bad, not bad. And that's a rainy road and uneven surface, so I'd say that's a win. This RamAir induction kit will not only make the car faster, it will also make the car sound so much better. You're gonna hear like a sound, making it one step closer to that Audi R8 feel. Let's do it. The only problem is I've never worked on a car in my life and I don't know how to use any tools, which is why I bought this. I can't believe I spent £400 on this. I can't lie, this thing weighs like 300 kg. Let's get started. Let's hear what the stock intake sounds like. How do you even open this? Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do this by myself, so I'm with Salim.
Hello people, hello Yami, cameraman, social media manager, OnlyFans. I'm joking. No.
The reason I spent £400 on a toolkit is I thought, what is the point of doing a transformation video and not doing any of the work yourself? So I thought I might as well learn, get the skills, and you can learn with me. So let's go. We are currently fitting the heat shield bracket to the heat shield, which is going to replace where the original air box is, the air intake. This is so botched. We've now applied the bracket to the heat shield, and we've got to put its little rubber feet on there. Feet. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. For context, wait, hon, was it feetless driving?
Yeah.
Feetless, footless, sockless driving?
It was barefoot driver.
Barefoot driver. Barefoot driving, I'm not interested. I don't want to show my feet, bro. The feet have been placed in. Basically, this old air intake sits just on the top with these rubber inserts. So we're going to take out the old one and just plop in this new heatsink. Heatsink, heat shield. Now we have to add this rubber edge to the heat shield to stop it from cutting any wires. It bends, but then they cut it here.
Yeah, I think that's in there.
5 hours later.
So we've got to remove this vacuum line. I think you just wiggle it. Ooh. And it's out. We have to undo this clip, all right? And now, hopefully, this works. Slide that there. I most definitely broke it. Hopefully that's not an issue. Now that we pulled out this clip, we should be able to just wiggle this off. There you go. With a little bit of wiggle, should be able to remove the stock and then just like that, here's the stock intake. So loosening up the rubber will allow me to slip it onto the velocity stack. starting to think I should have paid like the £200 now. I've managed to finally fit it on. Okay, I'm tightening back up the metal thing, and it's hopefully going to keep this intake cone in place. I'm removing one of the screws that leads to the turbo. Right, we've encountered a little bit of a problem. My wrench that was going to undo this has fallen to the bottom of the engine bay. There's nothing I can do. I don't have a magnet tool. My hands are dirty as hell. I've been reaching and grabbing and fingering everything in there, and I can't find it, I can't grab it. Boys, we're stuck. I'm not kidding. After 2 hours, we finally got this pipe off with a 7mm wrench. And I guess this is the point of the journey, we're learning. So that's my turbo pipe all exposed. Hopefully I don't get anything in there. And let's fit the new turbo pipe on. So currently we got the stock turbo inlet in on the car, and we're gonna replace it with this RamAir inlet, which is just bigger and it's gonna make the sound a lot better. And performance. We liked performance. Right, so we've got the PCV pipe undone, and now we've got to remove the turbo inlet and then put on the RamAir one. Just look at the size comparison between the RamAir turbo inlet and then the stock. It's kind of crazy, no? All right, let's wiggle this on. We have now put the turbo inlet pipe on by RamAir. So it's looking very shiny, very new. Hopefully nothing falls down there. And now we are putting on the heat shield, which the air cone, the filter, is going to sit on. If I have a look at the instructions, RamAir makes it so easy for you guys. If you're unexperienced like me, it might take quite a long time. There's one, there's two, I think that's three. There you go. And that is the heat shield fitted. Heat shield is in, the turbo inlet is in. Now all we have to do is fit this big boy right here, the cone and whatever the hell you call this pipe. It's gonna be sounding beautiful. Looks somewhat connected. After so many problems, so many struggles, we finally managed to fit the RamAir intake by ourselves, which proves me, a newbie, I've never fitted anything to a car before, can do it. We've actually done it, yeah. I'm shocked, to be honest. This video was so eventful for me and you. I was stuck here for 7 hours crying. I thought I was gonna have to leave my car here overnight. But this is episode 1 of the Audi TT to Mini R8 series. Well, budget R8 build. Thanks to RamAir for sending out the air filter. We're gonna see what it sounds like in a second and how fast it actually improved the car. Now, finally, we're gonna reveal it. Let's see what it sounds like. I'm actually really excited. I hope it doesn't explode. Let's see what happens, yeah?
Yo! That sounds crazy.
What? Hold on. Oh my God. Jeez, come on, let's see. Ah, come on. Wow. That is nice. That is nice. We are now one step closer into getting that Audi R8 I've always dreamed for. Maybe not the exact same, but I still love her. Tell how long me and Salim have been doing this intake by the fucking darkness outside. Now let's give our honest reactions on how it sounds.
Yo!
It sounds crazy. It sounds like, look.
It's so loud.
And there's so much smoother as well.
While driving it?
Yeah, it feels so much smoother.
Is that sound normal of it doing it there before?
What?
It's like
Just the air intake, I think, I hope. Oh, it does, it shouldn't be doing that.
It's like sneezing.
Yeah, I don't know if it should be doing that. I wonder if we did it properly. Maybe it's the ECU hasn't calibrated yet to the intake. There's a high chance that we didn't install it properly, right? But I'd like to think we did it properly. Now we're going to do a 0 to 60 test. You ready?
Been ready, bro.
Alright, let's go. Alright, let's launch it. Fuck! Yo! different level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I've never felt that before in my car. I wonder how much quicker that was. Thank you guys for watching episode 1 of turning my Audi TT into an Audi R8. This RamAir intake is actually incredible. I'm actually going to give you guys a little bit of a final sound test before we end the video, but please get excited because episode 2 we're going to do some styling, we're going to get some tints done, fix up the plates and everything. We're going to sort it all out, make it all look nice. So see you guys in episode 2.